Alright folks, starting out a new week here. It's Sunday afternoon, about 6 p.m. I got this load of manganese I'm delivering tomorrow in Fort Smith, Arkansas. I'm just trying to get a couple of hours down the road here today. But they've got traffic blocked down to the right lane for the last few miles. So I thought I'd just turn the camera on and see what we got. Well, there's a trailer, bunch of freight down in the median. Look, I don't see the truck. Well, that's kind of weird. Anyway, yeah, I'm only about, probably hour from Fort Smith right now, so I'm going to be stopping up here in a little while. There's no place to park at the Gerdau plant to where I'm delivering to. They start receiving at 7, so I'll be there about 7. Beautiful weather. You know, this area of Arkansas is going to be, in another 2 weeks, is going to be right in the prime area of the eclipse path. If you look at a map, you know, we're near Clarksville, Arkansas on I-40 West. It's going to be right in the path. I heard a news conference a couple days ago. The governor was saying they're expecting upwards of 1 million people coming into Arkansas to watch the eclipse. I may just take off that day and the next day until they get out of here. Oh, anyway. My wife wants me to take off anyway and watch it with her. So, what do you do? Oh, I wanted to mention back there at the Oakley, North Little Rock yard earlier, I ran into Randall. I didn't even recognize him. Hadn't seen him in many months, but we've talked on the phone a few times, but yeah, I didn't even recognize him. But he was telling me that he was there on the yard because he's switching from end dump to pneumatic tanker, and they'd given him a trailer to, I guess, use temporarily and practice with or something. That was my understanding. And then he's supposed to be getting a new trailer or a different trailer on a more permanent basis, like tomorrow, I think. So that'll be a new adventure. You know, a lot of the Oakley drivers, after they've been here a while, move to the pneumatics because it pays a little more. I really don't know that much about it. You know, if you're interested in the pneumatic division, reach out to Jimmy, who does a YouTube channel, Jimmy's Road Life, because he switched to pneumatics maybe a year ago. He'd be able to give you more information on that. But yeah, got to see Randy in a minute, and yeah, I was saying I finally heard from Robert, who just finished. I kind of lost track of him. I was reviewing my notes yesterday and realized that he was supposed to be doing orientation this week. So I reached out to him, and he did just complete orientation and picked up his first load a couple days ago, and supposed to make his first delivery Monday morning over in Tennessee somewhere. So congratulations, Robert. I think he said they were trying to get somebody to meet up with him to help him, you know, training with his first load. So congratulations, Robert. And again, thank you very much for using me as your referral. That kind of makes all this video work worthwhile. And I may not have mentioned this, but I also talked to Rowdy down in Texas, seasoned driver, been doing a lot of team driving. He's talked to recruiting already and is set up to start orientation, I think he said on 1st of July. So congratulations to Rowdy also. He's going to be doing Indo also. So just thought I would kind of get the week started here, tell you what was going on. You know, I had my trailer in the shop Friday afternoon just to get a marker light replaced, but they ended up doing like a full PM on it. You know, checked all my tires, brakes, even replaced a couple of things on the sidewall of the trailer. So trailer's in good shape. So okay, well, that's enough rambling on. We'll see you in the morning making this delivery in Fort Smith at the Gerdau plant. All right, everybody. Hey, it's Monday morning, about 7:05. I just checked into the Gerdau plant here in Fort Smith, Arkansas. Trying to maneuver my way back to the alloy dumping ground. There was one Oakley truck that came in ahead of me, but he was hauling scrap, so he won't be going to the same place I'm going to. I've only delivered alloys here once before, and it's a tricky spot. You know, there's not enough room back there, and they usually have equipment in the way. So I'm not looking forward to that. A lot of times if you bring scrap here, you'll be backing up and dumping in this pile right here to the right. But the alloy area is back here to the left. There's a sign that says alloys. Already tell they got crap back here everywhere. I got to make sure my trailer is not going to hit this dumpster back here. Very close. And just to the right over here across the road is the Maverick distribution facility that I used to pick up loads at all the time. But now, driving for Oakley, I bring in scrap metal and alloys, manganese. Today, more on the raw material side. Okay, so I haven't taken off my tarp, my mud flaps, anything, you know. So, we'll just get back here and see what's happening. Now you see this little turn to the left up here. That's where we've got to kind of back into at an angle. But I don't know which bin I'm going to go into, so I'm just going to pull over here, get my tarp off, my mud flaps and all, and then somebody will come and help me out. Guys, here's the spots where you have to back up to. I just started raising my trailer, so you have to kind of pull over there and then blindside back into here. It's not the best place in the world, that's for sure. So I'm doing this swing gate style like that. So let me get back in here and pay attention. Okay guys, so I'm done. Here's my load right here. Just backed up in here as far as you can. And that's my load right there. Silica manganese. So you know, like I said, when I dump, I let the gate swing out like this. So after I was empty, I put my pin back in here, and then open this, you know, pull this down to let that pin release so I could swing my barn door gate open. I climbed in and swept it out. Wasn't bad, just some dust. So that's it. Got my mud flaps back on, turnbuckles all ready to go. So we'll go out that way and back around to scale out and get paperwork. Luckily, I was the only truck in here, which made it a little nicer. The one time I delivered here before, there was like 3 or 4 of us here. So, and it wasn't too bad backing in because, like I said, the first time I was here, they had equipment parked over here and there just wasn't much room. I mean, it's tight enough as it is, as you can see, but when they have stuff piled up in the way, you know, out here, over there, it just makes for a bad backup. See, that's where we dump, right there. All right, let's get out of here. Okay, guys, I'm just working my way back out of here. I called dispatcher while I was meandering through here, and he told me I was going to pick up mill scale here. I'll show you that in a minute, which whenever you're here, that's always a possibility. And it'll go just down to the other, what is it, southwest corner of Arkansas, Foreman, Arkansas, to a cement company. I've delivered there several times before, but I've got to go scale out first and then scale back in for a pickup. So that's easy. It's not the best drive to get from Fort Smith down to Foreman, Arkansas, because you know, it's just curvy, hilly, 2-lane roads for the most part. But that's all right. Weather's good. I'll be able to get loaded and then unloaded this afternoon. Just giving you a look. Actually, after I make this turn up here, I'll be able to show you where we're going to come back to and get loaded. I'm still surprised I'm the only, I mean, there was another Oakley truck that came in just ahead of me. I could see him getting off the scale as I turned in to the facility. I haven't seen him while I was in here though. But it's kind of odd just to see 2 trucks. Okay, got a lot of railroad tracks here. All right. So I'm looking at my phone here as I'm driving, hands-free of course. They've just sent me that load, but we're going to be coming right back to here and picking up mill scale up there straight ahead. This little building here to the right is where you have to go into and check in and all. It's called Phoenix Global. So we're going to go back out here, scale out, do a U-turn, come right back in. So that's what we're doing. Okay, this is going to be easy. I just scaled out, got my paperwork for that delivery, and he went ahead and scaled me in. I don't even have to stop on the inbound scale here when I turn around. He gave me this paperwork right here. So basically, we're just going to do a big U-turn here and go back to that Phoenix Services building I mentioned a minute ago. Got just enough room here to turn around. So he's got my empty weight at 31, about 31,500. I got a half a tank of fuel, so I'm good. And this loader, if it's the same loader, he's usually real accurate, so should work out pretty good. Be out of here shortly. You see the sign there for PPE. You know, they want you to wear full PPE, hard hat, safety glasses, which I did. And they're real particular too about long sleeve shirts. So I've even had them, like before, many months ago, I checked in and I had a safety shirt on, but it was short sleeve. And he asked me if I had a long sleeve, and I said yes. He asked me to put it on, so everybody's got their own safety requirements. You just gotta get it done. Here's a steel trailer coming out. And the sun's coming up. I'm just going to leave the camera on here. This battery's about to go dead anyway, so I'll show you this, and that way if you're a new Oakley driver, you'll kind of have a clue about this. Just remember, if you're coming here to deliver, if you have scrap metal, you'll come in the same way I did, go to the same direction I did. But there's a couple of different spots depending on what you're hauling where you might unload. And then, you know, if you're carrying alloys like I did this morning, you'll go in exactly where I did. But if you're picking up mill scale, we're gonna go we're going to make a left turn here at this stop sign. I got a big truck coming, so let me pick this up in a minute. Okay, so I'm just going to make a left turn here and kind of park out of the way. Then I'm going to walk back to this building here and go in there to the office and check in. And then once I come back out, I'll have to roll my tarp off, and then we'll just be pulling straight ahead up there to the loading area. Okay guys, so I got checked in real quick, and I'm pulling up to the loading ramp. He said the loaders are on channel 10, and I think I can see him coming this way off in the distance. He's got another truck right there you see straight ahead that just got into position to get, well, there he is right there, getting some kind of rocks, ore. But here's the platform, loading platform. I'm just going to pull up and try to position the middle of the trailer right here at this platform, get as close as I can. And I'll try to show you some of the load. Oh, that looks pretty good. Let me get out and take a look. All right, guys. Let me give you a shot of this. You're okay. Okay, can't be up there. All right, disregard that. All right, guys, so here he goes, putting in scoop number 1. Got the trailer positioned in the middle of the ramp. There's a view from inside the trailer. I don't know exactly what this meal scale is, but some sort of leftover product from their steel manufacturing. I don't know. So I told him somewhere between 23.5 to 24 tons. He's usually real accurate, so with me weighing about 31.5, it should be good. But that's how it works. And you don't even have to take your bows out. He's got enough reach there that he can dump the product in without hitting your bows. And this product is basically like heavy sand, so it's not going to damage your bows. So he's just getting it from a pile right over there. All right, well, that's how it works. And then when we're done, all we'll do is kind of make a left turn, go behind there, and then out the way I came in over there. All right, folks. Hey, we're about to arrive here at the Ash Grove Cement Company in Foreman, Arkansas. It is about a 3-hour drive, a little over 3-hour drive from Fort Smith. A lot of road construction. Had a couple of areas where I had one lane, you know, flagman, one side of the road closed. But anyway, here's the entrance here to the left where this pickup truck's coming out. Looks like there's a truck in there I can see unloading. Must be lunchtime around here. Everybody's heading out for lunch. Now this is kind of a self-serve thing. It's been a few months since I've been here, but I've delivered here a few times. You can see that white truck up there about to unload or finishing unloading, I'm not sure. Alright, so we got to make this sharp turn here. This is kind of a tricky turn. Let's see if we can make it without hitting these blocks over here. And then you go into this little booth to the left of the scale, and I think you just print out, I don't remember, you have to punch in some information, and then when you scale out you punch in some information, and then maybe it prints the ticket. I don't remember, but anyway, it's kind of a self-serve. And then we'll be pulling up and dumping where that fellow's dumping there. You can see him. You can see him raising up his trailer there. I'm just going to let that the camera run a minute so you can see that while I go try to get checked in here. Okay, that only took a couple of minutes. It asks you to enter in your trailer number or truck number and like an order number, and then it prints out a ticket right here with a scan bar on it. And then once I go back in empty to scale out, we'll scan that paper and it'll automatically print out the exit ticket. So hopefully you got a good shot of that fella dumping there. I've already got my tarp rolled back and my mud flaps moved. So I'm just gonna back up to this pile, try to find me a good flat space. Shouldn't be too bad. Just giving you a look. That guy's came out pretty clean, but he's gonna have to sweep. That's pretty normal. All right, let me get backed up. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Here's the pile right here. It's pretty wet, actually. There's a lot of water dripping out, so I'm gonna have to broom out pretty good. So I'm gonna hop in there. There's no other trucks coming in, so I'm just gonna sit here and sweep out. But that's it right there. All right. So I'm unloaded, cleaned up as good as I could, retarped, scaled out, sent in my paperwork, called Manuel, my dispatcher, and he said just to head on back to Little Rock. So that's about a 3-hour drive, so that'll put me, you know, it's about 12:40 now, still on Monday. So that'll put me getting back into town, you know, about 3:30 to 4 o'clock. Yeah, I don't know. He may just, I don't know, he may just set me up for something in the morning. There's not a lot of places that you can load that late in the day. Could get a load there at the Oakley fertilizer warehouse though, like I did last week. Did that about 5:30. Anyway, let's hit the road.